Okay, so we just got the trailer finished up here. Now, I'll get a couple of the stupid questions out of the way first. Why did we decide to start with a camper trailer? Easy answer, it was a heck of a lot cheaper and a heck of a lot quicker. So everything was basically already done. The frame was ready, the axles were in the right spot, everything was straight, and we paid $1,000 for the camper trailer. So $1,000 for the trailer, we hauled it home. We got about $100 back in scrap metal between the aluminum and the scrap steel. So $900 into the trailer just for the frame. That's a lot better than what I could build it for at a new metal. And the only downside is you have a lot of extra stuff to burn and take to the dump. And if you're looking at doing it, look for a tube frame rather than an I-beam frame. They both work. The only downside with the I-beam that we found, we've had both, the I-beam's a little more twisty. It's super strong straight to back, like front to back, but side to side you will get some twist, like this way. The tube won't do that. What we changed, the tongue was already done. The spare tire mount, it was just bolted to the back, so we bolted it in the front. Put a new jack on. All the lighting, the breakaway battery controller and all that is under there. Your breakaway switch is at the front underneath there. That's your breakaway switch there. Your safety chains, everything's pretty much standard. The lighting, you will see that in the video. I just carved these out and so I could put the lights on the side. That's super easy. The one thing for sure, I've seen a lot of cheap trailers that don't do it this way. This is a lot more secure and I think it works out better. Where I did the angle and the board goes underneath. You don't need to worry about bolting the front. It covers up the wood. It's a lot better. I did it on the front and the back. Now, the deck's all bolted down. Your cross rails across the trailer, just drilled through the top. Carriage bolts in there, bolted them down. My hooks, just a D hook, like they're like 5,000 pound or something like that. Drilled them, and it just goes into the angle on the outside. Another carriage bolt down through there. Got 10 of them along. It's not required, but it makes it look a little better. Added some reflective tape. You can pick them up at like a Parts for Trucks or Trailer Place or whatever. It's pretty cheap. Just adds a little bit to it, I think. New tires. These are actually really, really good tires. 2,800 pound tires. They're 10 plies, which works out a lot better for the trailer. They're 4,400 pound axles, so the tires are well suited for the axles. Changed out all the bolts, the hangers, and the sleeve bushings. In the suspension, now I was able to keep the main wiring harness from the camper as well. So the 7-way pin that goes into the truck at the front, and the main four wires that come to the back for the signal lights, brake lights, and the ground, that all stayed with the trailer. I just separated all the other miscellaneous wire from it. So they stayed here, wired in the lights, license plate light, and the center 3 trailer lights, the other signal. Now on the back, used to have those funky RV bumpers where it just popped out. Took that off, and that was part of the frame there. This started out as almost 27 feet. It's currently at 24, which I think is a good length. 2 12-foot boards worked out nicely, and as a flat deck, 24 is nice. I don't know, 26 and a half just sounds kind of funky, so 24 is a good length. So it used to be slightly longer, and my excess of the I-beam, I cut it out, welded it into the outside, and then welded the bumper in. Adds a little more strength to the back, keeps some of that twist out. The only other thing is, you will see it in the video, because I added these plates in there. Again, just to take some of the twist and add some strength into it. Just welded it in on the outside of the I-beam there. Makes it a little more secure that way. So cost-wise, roughly, like I said, we're somewhere around $1,000 into the trailer. This is all Canadian. $1,000 Canadian. I have $680, $700 into the lighting and the hangers and all that miscellaneous stuff. Another 150-ish into the reflective tape, these things, bolts, miscellaneous stuff like that. The 4 tires were $520. That was installed, and the wood deck was about $650. And doing the math roughly. Oh, and all the angle we bought, $3,200 to $3,500 into it, all said, and it took us roughly 2 weeks to get it done. We were fighting the rain the whole time, so it's about 6 days worth of work, 3 to take it apart and dispose of all your waste and burn the wood and all that stuff, and about 3 days to put it back together. That's pretty much all of it. I mean, I'd say if you're looking at building one, this is a really good option if you want to save a bit of money and you don't mind doing the work on your own, because 8x24 trailer, you're going to be in excess of $7,000 to get any kind of quality out of one, and this seems like a pretty good option. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, you hate what I did, let me know. Thanks for watching.